According to the Sexual Offender Registry, there are over 300,000 sexual offenders registered in the U.S., and 60% of them are convicted again under community supervision. Milner advises to teach your children to be aware of their surroundings and to trust only those adults you have identified. Recently, fast food chains like Wendy's have been giving kids an alternative choice in beverages instead of soda in their kids' meals, like white or chocolate milk. Health says although the milk has sugar in it, it doesn't have the acid content sodas do. Today for lunch, students at Bramlett Elementary are being served cheesy chicken over rice, a serving of sweet potato casserole, a half a slice of apple, a piece of bread, and milk. Oxford officials say that the menu follows the USDA guidelines according to the grade.
4, 3, 2.
According to the National Alert Registry, there are 3 congressional laws that require states to keep track of sexual offenders. And in 2003, Supreme Court ruled information about potential predators may be posted on the internet. Oxford Family Crisis Center says visiting the Mississippi Sex Offender website, residents can identify predators in their neighborhoods and schools.
Last year sometime, there was somebody who was walking around early in the morning. It just made people uncomfortable, so it was definitely something that was a little bit unusual.
The Crisis Center says they see anywhere from 5 to 20 sexual offended victims each month in Lafayette and surrounding counties. They say the webpage gives the sex offender's picture, address, and the crime description, date, and location.
So therefore, we need to let it be known when there's a sex offender in there, because if the sex offender has not gotten any help and does not see that there has been a problem, they will do it again.
The center advises if you know of a sex offender that has not registered, to call the local sheriff or the police department.
There are people in the county who are sex offenders that are not registered.
According to the Sexual Offender Registry, there are over 300,000 sexual offenders registered in the U.S., and 60% of them are convicted again under community supervision. Milner advises to teach your children to be aware of their surroundings and to trust only those adults you have identified. This has been Julia Stoll reporting for Newswatch 12.
4, 3, 2.
The Dental Health Directory says kids consume 29 to 40 teaspoons of sugar a day. That's 2/3 to 3/4 a cup. And if the average can of soda has 10 to 12 teaspoons of sugar, kids are getting up to 30% of their sugar from soft drinks. You guys like candy?
Yes. Yes,
You like soda?
Yes, ma'am.
How many sodas do you guys drink a day?
2 or 1.
You guys brush your teeth after it? Officials say that soft drinks affect the mouth in 2 ways, the sugar and the acid. The acid in soft drinks lowers the pH of your mouth, and it's the sugar and bacteria that causes decalcification of the enamel, which causes cavities.
Battery acid is at about 1 on the pH scale, and the pH of Cokes is actually at about 2.4, so it's almost as acidic as battery acid.
Recently, fast food chains like Wendy's have been giving kids an alternative choice in beverages instead of soda in their kids' meals, like white or chocolate milk. Health says although the milk has sugar in it, it doesn't have the acid content sodas do.
Sugar, a lot of the sticky candies, that the sugar will stick to their teeth and stay there, but the main problem would be Cokes. That's a huge cause of cavities.
Officials say that cutting back in soda and candy consumption is important for your teeth and your health. They also advise to avoid sipping on sodas all day, but rather drink the soft drink and brush and rinse your mouth. For Newswatch 12, I'm Julia Stoll.
4, 3, 2.
The number of overweight children are continuing to grow. The Chronic Disease Prevention Center say that over 9 million young people are considered overweight. But Oxford School District officials say their school's cafeterias serve more variety and nutrition than ever before.
Go by approximately now that we serve, and then we have the recipe guide that tells us.
Oxford schools participate in the National School Lunch Program and are required to plan menus that meet at least 1/3 of a child's recommended dietary allowance. This includes the 5 main components of the food pyramid: meat, vegetables, fruit, bread, and milk.
According to the menu, everything is a good lunch schedule, good lunch menu for the children.
Today for lunch, students at Bramlett Elementary are being served cheesy chicken over rice, a serving of sweet potato casserole, a half a slice of apple, a piece of bread, and milk. Oxford officials say that the menu follows the USDA guidelines according to the grade.
They have to do an analysis of the menus to make sure that they contain all the important parts that are necessary, and they don't have too much sodium or too much sugar or too much fat in them.
Officials said they have also implemented a health-focused program this year that concentrates on nutritional issues.
Focusing our attention more on trying to change the habits of children, getting them to eat healthy snacks, trying to get them to eat a healthy breakfast. So we're targeting the kinds of things that kids need to be doing.
Officials encourage parents to play an active role in your child's nutrition. This has been Julie Stoll reporting for Newswatch. A Gulfport shooting leaves one man dead and 3 others wounded. Police are searching for suspects and trying to determine a motive behind the incident. Gulfport Police Chief Steve Barnes says investigators still do not know how many people were involved in the shooting that occurred after a barbecue in one of the wounded victims' front yard on Wednesday. Rescuers and law enforcement in Waveland, Mississippi faced difficulties after the storm swept away their vehicles and equipment. The city reports that it lost all its patrol cars, 4 fire engines, and every piece of heavy equipment. Waveland Fire Chief David Garcia says that even after a month, he shares the only surviving station with the mayor's office. Police and fire departments from across the nation are donating vehicles and equipment to the towns hit hard by Hurricane Katrina. Also, the National Police Association organization started a relief fund.